Alrighty, folks. So, welcome back. We're getting season 5 stuff started now. It's very exciting. Um, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is basically just the rundown of everything we're going to show you this stream. So we're going to be starting off with a little season information update. So that's going to contain stuff like player numbers, roster sizes, salary caps, stuff like that. And then we're going to start off with the Omega League Draft Roulette. So I'll show you guys the odds, talk a little bit about how we decided on those, and then we'll go ahead and do the Omega League Roulette after that. And then we'll do the same with Gamma League following, and then Alpha League to end it off. And then after that, I'll give a little announcement about tryouts, and that'll wrap it up for the stream. But got a good number of people in here, it looks like. Let's get right into this. Alright, so Delta League season info. We'll start off with Omega League. So currently we have 51 people registered for that. And so that leaves us feeling comfortable about a roster size of 3 with all 12 franchises playing. So same thing as the Delta League from last season, where we will have the minimum series played per pairing rule still in effect. So that would mean that each pairing of players has to play twice with one another in 2 separate series to be playoff eligible. And we're going to keep the salary cap the same that it's been in the past at 28 for their top 2 players and 40 for all 3 players combined. For Gamma League, we got 45 people registered, and with that that number of players, we feel comfortable. Same thing with 3-man rosters. And for the Gamma League, we are doing a salary cap of 31.5 for the top 2 players and 46.5 for all 3 combined. Now, what that means for teams is that your top 2 players, if you're going to max out that salary, you're going to either have a 16.5 and a 15, or a 15.5 and a 16. And then either one of those that you choose, that's going to leave you with a 15.0 that you could pick up as your 3rd player. Alternatively, you could go across the board with 15.5s, but looking at the actual player numbers that have registered, or the free agents list, it's about even as far as 15s are equal with 15.5s that are equal to 16 and 16.5s combined. So there's a lot of the lower end players in Gamer League that have signed up right now. So that's why we're putting the salary cap at that mark. And then for Alpha League, we've got 19 people registered. And so we've decided to only take 6 franchises and have a roster size of 2 for each of them. So basically each team would have 12, or total we'd have 12 active players is what I meant to say. And that's going to leave a few free agents, but that's alright because odds are some people are going to be a little less active than others, and I'm sure all the active people will end up on a team pretty early on in the season. The salary cap we've set for a roster size of 2 is 39.0. Now, the reason why we chose 39.0 is basically because if you look at the players who have registered, there's a couple 2K players, a couple 1800s, and then a lot of 1700s. And at the very top, we've got Crisp, who's at 22. And we felt like basically if we gave Crisp a 17.0 to team with, then all the other teams, you could have a 2K and a 1900 player together on a team. There's a couple different combos you could do, but it was basically is primarily to just keep Crisp's team balanced against all the other teams. So the 6 franchises that we've selected to be in Alpha League partially are due to the players on those teams. who are being retained or the GMs themselves who are just Alpha League players. So the teams that are going to be in Alpha League are Curse, Dragons, Sonics, Tritons, Widows, and Wizards. And we'll see that later with the draft odds and the draft roulette and all that stuff for the Alpha League section. But moving on now to the Omega League draft odds. So the way we did this, we looked at the previous couple seasons at what we've used for draft odds and sort of based it all off of that. But the column on the left, as you can see, is all of the teams who got into the playoffs and how they finished. So Curse, of course, being the Season 4 Delta League champions, they're going to have the lowest odds of getting a draft pick first, basically. So for anyone who's new, the draft roulette basically takes into account how you did last season, gives you a draft percentage, and then we spin a wheel that has all the teams with their percentage of the pie, basically. And whoever it lands on first gets the first pick of the draft for that league. Second gets the second pick, and so on. So as you can see, we got Tritons up top also. And then at the bottom, Avalanche and Ninjas have some pretty fat percentages, 18 and 16 apiece, hopefully to help them get a good pick and rebound for the next season. Let's see. GMs, you guys have any comments about these draft odds?
No, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, 2%. It's gonna be pretty rough, but that is how it is. All right.
I had 4% last time and got first pick.
Don't do it again, Wolfie. Please, I'm praying.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Go ahead.
All right. Chris says, I don't appreciate you trying to nerf me. Sorry, bud. Just stop being so good. Alright, so let's get right into the Omega League Draft Roulette. So like I said, that wheel right there has all of the draft percentages that were listed on the previous screen. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and spin the first one. Who's it going to be, boys? Wait, before I spin it, should we take a poll, a little GM poll? Who do you guys think it's going to be? What team's going to get it?
The first pick?
Yes, first pick of Omega League.
Sonics.
It's going to Sonics, is what $5 says? Okay.
Gotta go with Curse.
Otts is staying strong on the 1% Curse pick. She believes. Alright.
I would say Tritons, but I think it'll be Dragons because, you know, toys rigged. So.
Of course, sure. Alright, let me go ahead, give it a spin. Who's it gonna be? Oh my goodness.
No.
It's a Wizards. Alright. So Bob is gonna continue. Bob's not even here today. He's at work right now, but Bob is going to continue the reign of terror. Wizards have been a force to be reckoned with ever since they joined the league in season 3. Wow. Alright, let me go back into the wheel and spinner again. Let's see who we get.
Ninjas.
Oh, you know what? Fuck. I think I messed this up.
Avalanche.
Oh no.
Yeah, give me just a moment. Alright. This can be fixed.
Rip Kaleem's draft.
No, it's gonna stay. They'll get theirs because there was nothing wrong with the percentages. Alright, what I'm talking about is it's supposed to clear their little it's supposed to clear their team name out of the wheel after it's been picked, and it looks like I forgot to check that box on there, so give me 1 second, folks. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so the Wizards and Avalanche picks will stay as they are. I'm just gonna go in here and fix this. So what do you captains think about that? Wizards finished in, I think, third and fourth.
Yeah.
Third, fourth place.
had a
They got
great
to the
season, so-
semifinals last season.
I mean, I guess it's just the third and fourth spot. They always get first seed past 2 seasons.
Yeah, is that what happened with you last season?
Yep. I was I think
Gotcha.
fourth or something.
Remove choice after it's landed on. Yes. Okay, let's do that. Apply wheel changes. Try it again.
I'm feeling good, boys. I'm thinking Revolution's gonna get the third pick here. Feeling good.
You feeling that? I'm kind of hoping it goes the other way and Catalyst get the third pick here. I was kind of hoping one of the top 3, so I'm running out of my hope here.
All right. So for this, like I said, Wizards and Avalanche already got their picks, but in order to keep the percentages right, I have to keep them in. So if they get picked, just we'll just ignore it.
Oh no, this could be a curse. Never gets picked.
Let me see real quick on the other ones, just to make sure that they're also good. My apologies again, folks. All right, the Gamma League one was fine. See, I know what I'm doing. Just a little slip up. And the Alpha League one also is fine. It's just the Omega League. Whoops. All right. So let's go right back into it. And spin it. All right. It's gonna be the other bottom feeder from last season. Got Ninjas.
Got it.
Dang it.
Which, I mean, you can't really be mad about Ninjas and Avalanche getting top 3 picks. That's what was supposed to happen. The Wizards is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is.
It happens.
Alright, we'll give her another spin. Pick number 4 incoming. And it's Avalanche. Okay, so we get that out of the way again. That's good. The actual number 4 pick. Oh. Alright. It's gonna be Dragons.
Dragons.
Yep.
Yeah,
Man,
there you go.
rigged.
Hey.
Yeah.
We should have gotten the 5th spot if it was the ideal. Like Avalanche get 1, Ninjas get 2. I think we should have been number 5. So not too big of a steal there, but we take those.
Number 5, $5 vodka.
Number 5. Oh wow, it actually was. No way.
No way. Nice.
I mean,
All
it
right.
was the next. I mean,
That was pretty pog call out there from $5 vodka.
Wait, is it working now or?
Is what working now? Is it taking them out?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, it takes them out after I click it to spin again. No, it actually took it out already. It looks like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
working now. I think.
Okay, so number 6. We'll get the 6th pick, and then we could talk about the picks a little bit. It's Wizards, so we got to do it again. That's good. We got both of those out of the way. Man, that curse slice is still just absolutely tiny. Let's spin it again. Oh, and it's going to Catalyst. We got Skill Base in the party. How do you feel about that? You get you're in the top half of the Omega League draft.
We'll take it. I'm
Yeah.
definitely not complaining about it.
Didn't get robbed too hard,
No.
thankfully. Like Wolfie a couple seasons ago, and he's gotten lucky and he's gotten unlucky. It's just how the karma wheel goes.
Metro's getting 12.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen. They've got almost half the pie at this point. Looks like probably about 40%.
I called Triton's 11th in chat earlier, so.
Where do we think the curse slot is actually going to end up landing in the 7 to 12? Do you think 8th? Do you think they'll get a huge steal? 9th? Yeah. I'm hoping that they. Well, I guess Otts doesn't have anyone to work with necessarily. He didn't end up getting to retain anybody because he's a new GM, but
Metro gets 7, honestly.
yeah, they should. I'll go ahead and spin it. We'll see who picks it up. Oh my gosh! Oh no! Wow.
So close.
Metro needed that one. Metro needed that one bad. Sonics picks it up. Alright, so Sonic's with the 7th pick. Norsify, probably pretty happy about that. He's not in the call with us right now, but yeah, let's, I guess just keep going on it. Pick number 8 is going to Curse. Who said that earlier? Who said that?
I said it. I
Oh,
called it.
Oh my god.
Wait, did you actually say 8?
1% gets
I
the
am on
pick now.
fire.
Alright, so Curse gets
go.
pick number 8. That's definitely a steal. Winning the championship and you come back and you can draft at number 8. A few good players hopefully will still be left on the table by then. Let's go ahead and do it again. Metro, I think, is just over 50% now. Can they get some mercy? No, it's going to Widows. Oh my gosh. Metro. Metro is the real cursed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dead last.
Not Metro. Whoopsies. Widows. Alright. Let's just keep her going, keep her going.
Man, my prediction might come true here.
Yeah, I know.
And finally, there is justice for Metro.
Oh no.
There it is.
Had
Oh,
to be.
God.
It's happening.
That's still tough though for them either way.
Yeah, a
Especially
10th
with
pick.
the odds, like
They were supposed to. Where were they? They finished 9th and 10th, tied with Catalyst last season. So they honestly should have been like 3rd or 4th, and they're all 3rd to last now. That's definitely a rough one. Sure, Rage is a little bit frustrated. Okay, so we're left with Fury and Tritons now. Fury's got a pretty sizable chunk. Give it a spin.
Come on, please.
Oh man, and it does not work out for Fury. Triton
Oh,
gets a
great.
little steal.
Titans. There we go.
Tritons were supposed to get the 11th pick, just as far as odds go. Although maybe not over Fury there, but unfortunate for Redwater Blue. He's also not with us in the call at the moment. But that is how your Season 5 Omega League draft is going to come at you. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and I guess just move right on along to the Gamma League next. So, since Gamma League is new in name, but also we felt as commissioners that Alpha League players, the current Season 5 Alpha League players, so the 1700 plus guys, were the ones who were truly driving the Alpha League scene last season, just because usually each team had at least two players who were up there. And so based on that, we decided to apply the Alpha League draft odds to the Season 4 Alpha League finishing to the Season 5 Alpha League draft odds. So Gamma League, as you can see, is going to be a fully even circle. 1/12 of the pie goes to each team. And since there's not much to look at, we'll just move right along to the Gamma League wheel. Let's see. GMs, who do you think's getting the first one here for Gamma?
Dragons.
Wizards.
I'm hearing Dragons, I'm hearing Wizards. Rip.
Wizards
Alright.
have the horse too. I don't know. That's just.
It's anyone's game here, and we'll see how it goes. Let me go ahead and open it up. Give her a spin. Alrighty. Redwater Blue got robbed on the Omega League, but he's taking the first pick of Gamma League. It's definitely a trade-off.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not sure, because he is an Omega League player himself. I'm not sure if he would have preferred the flipped version of this, but I'm sure he'll take a number 1 overall pick any day of the week.
You can't be upset with a first pick wherever you're at.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so moving on, pick number 2 is going to Curse.
Wow.
Alright. Looking pretty good there, Ops.
Yeah, I think he's happy with that one.
Pick number 3. Oh my gosh. Is going to Tritons.
Ah,
Let's go.
There you go, Wolf.
And
There you
that's Wolfie is a Gamma League player, so he's the first GM here that's gonna have a chance to build the team that they'll actually be playing with for Gamma League. Let's go back here. We'll get pick number 4. He's going to Wizards.
oh.
Wow. You know what's
Shit, they got
interesting?
Ah, they get a first and a fourth.
You know what I find really interesting here is that Fury, Curse, Tritons, and Wizards were the top 4 finishers from Delta League last season, actually. Curse number 1, Tritons 2, Fury and Wizards in the semifinals, right?
Yeah.
And
They all.
they got the first 4 picks of the Gamma League draft. That's quite interesting. I know Wolfie, you promoted from Delta League. I don't know, do those other teams really have? I don't think they really have players who ranked up from Omega to Gamma League over the offseason. We'll go ahead and spin for number 5, though. Oh my god, who said it earlier? Wolfie, did you say it earlier?
What? I said dragons right after Tritons.
Oh my god, what the heck?
Since you're talking about GM or commissioner teams, I'm just like, oh, and here comes dragons next. So.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
Alright.
Widows is next. That's what I'm hearing.
By that logic, Widows would have to be next.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it's not, just because then shit looks really weird.
I hope it is.
Why are you cheering? Why are you cheering for this, Wolfie?
Cheer for the
All right, I'll spin it.
No.
All right, not quite. It's gonna be going to Kaleem at Avalanche. So he had what, the number 2 pick in Omega League?
Yeah. Not too bad.
Number 6 here in Gamma. So we've got our top 6: Fury, Curse, Tritons, Wizards, Dragons, Avalanche. So that's gonna leave Catalyst, Metro Ninjas, Revolution, Sonics, Widows as the last 6. Everyone still, of course, has an even chunk of the pie, so 1/6 of it right now. We'll go ahead and roll right back into this. Keep things moving along. And okay, we're off by 1, but Serenity is going to get his Gamma League pick at number 7. Quite a few teams here left on the board. Number 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
Metro
Is gonna be Metro.
Oh.
It's so close.
Jump right in.
I'm sure Reach will be happier with that pick.
And there you go, Skilled.
Hey, there we go.
Picking up the number 9 overall pick. So you got, what, 8 and 9 for Omega League?
I got
Gamma League?
6.
Oh, you got
6.
6, that's right. Yeah.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll work with it.
Who in here still needs one just $5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, it's gonna go to Jay at the Ninjas. Revolution might be rounding out the bottom of the pack here. There's nothing we can do about it. Sad to see. It's either gonna be Sonics or Revolution. Who's it gonna be? Let's go ahead and spin it. Ah, there we go. Not the last pick.
Hey, there you go.
What did Sonics get in, I want to say Delta League, Omega League?
In Omega League? Here. So we got those in there. We'll flip it back. So in Omega League, Sonics got 7th. Revolution got 5th. Yeah. And then in Gamma League, they got 11th and 12th. This is how your Gamma League draft is gonna look. Which just leaves us with Alpha League now. So let's go ahead and hop over that. So like I said, we're basing the Alpha League draft odds off of the Season 4 finish for Alpha League teams. So Sonics and Wizards, it says 1 and 2 there. Those are in reference to the teams that are actually going to be in Alpha League. So Sonics and Wizards actually got 3rd and 4th. They got to the semifinals in Alpha League last season. Curse and Dragons both made the playoffs, but I think did not win a game in the playoffs. And then Widows and Tritons did not make the playoffs last season. So as you can see, they've got some pretty sizable draft odds there. Wolfie's going to be taking up more than a third of the pie starting off.
And I'm not going to get first pick.
Yeah. An important thing to note for Alpha League is that if you are retaining a player, or if you are a GM who is playing Alpha League player, the first round of the draft is going to be where that retainee or that player gets put. So that since it's just a 2-man roster, every team is going to have one player before a team drafts the second one, essentially. So I think that just leaves basically Dragons and Tritons will have a first round pick, and then this draft order is essentially just for the second round because of that. Yeah, that's basically who's going to get first, Dragons or Tritons, at least for the top overall pick. So we'll move on now to the roulette wheel, and we'll give it a good old spin. And it is gonna be Wolfie. Triton's gonna take home the number 1 pick, which means I will have my second choice at players. But that's alright. Spin it again. And it's gonna go to Widows, so everything going, I suppose, as planned in terms of the odds that it's going this way. Tritons and Widows.
The Tritons cleaned up the last half, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. Curse is going to take the 3rd overall pick. My Dragons are dropping. Uh-oh. Toss that in there. Curse. Give it another spin. Oh, good. Alright, Dragon's going to be number 4. Which is going to leave Wizards and Sonics at the number 5 and 6. And honestly, Northside being a 19 and Chris being a 22, those are both some pretty solid players already. They'll have to fill in their second man. And okay, it's gonna go to Wizards actually, which means Bob is gonna get picked there before Northside will. Or his name is Zope now, my bad. Wizards and then Sonics. Alright, so that is gonna round out the Alpha League picks. For just a moment, I think I'm gonna scroll through these roulette picks, just so that everyone can see them if they did not get a chance to earlier. The draft order is over there on the right, but everyone should stick around because I do have one more announcement to make after we get through this little recap. Alpha League. Alright, so that's going to bring us to this tryouts page. So I got 3 things for everyone. If you are a registered player, you should have your league tryouts roles, so OL tryouts or GL tryouts or AL tryouts. And you can check that by looking at your roles in the Discord. And if you don't have it for some reason, you can go to the Add Roles channel and get it added. So that you can see all of the tryout channels. And down there, all the GMs are going to be using the tryout pings channel to either sometimes they'll send out just a no ping announcement about they're going to have tryouts in the future, or sometimes they'll ping and be like, hey, tryouts are starting in 5 minutes. So you guys should keep an eye on that channel in particular if you are trying to get drafted, because tryouts are obviously going to be a great way to show the GMs what you got. And you could also DM some of the general managers if you're interested in trying out for their franchise in particular, and maybe they could set up a private tryout or make sure that they'll reserve a spot for you in a tryout. But that's another great way to get noticed a little bit. So the second thing I'm going to mention is the Delta Dogfight Tournament. So this is a Swiss-style tournament, and it's what the GMs are using as our primary tool for scouting. So these matches are going to be streamed, as many of them as we can, and we're just gonna have a whole bunch of free agents there playing that night, and the general managers are going to be there to watch. So that is honestly probably going to be your best shot at getting a draft spot, is if you show up and play in that and you impress a few people. That's going to really help you.
Yeah, because we're definitely going to be looking at that, as a primary,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's going to be happening this Saturday, the 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And like we said, yeah, best place for the free agents to go play.
If you want to get noticed, you want to make it on a team, that's the place to go.
That link there at the bottom is what you can use to fill out the form. Let me go ahead and grab it from Server News
Or you
Channel.
putting them in chat, or
Yeah.
I already have the links in them. So.
You sent them in chat? Oh, Wolfie, you're goated. Look at him go. Beautiful. All right. And then, yeah, the last thing I was going to mention is that league signups are still open. Signups are going to lock this upcoming Thursday, right before the draft. So it's going to be on August 27th. And then the draft is going to be happening on August 30th, which is a Sunday. And the time for that is to be determined. I'm going to talk with the general managers and see what the best time for that day is, where we can get as many of them present as possible for the draft. And then basically that Monday, the 31st, is when we're going to start our, not our regular season, but we'll do our 1 week of scrims week, where all of the newly drafted players can find scrims with each other and kind of get oriented and get to know each other all a little better. But yeah, that's that. So I am going to go ahead and flip it over to the end screen. But thank you to everyone who came out and watched. And make sure you guys come out for, I guess the next stream would be the mock draft stream. And then after that, it'll be the actual draft. So make sure you guys come out for those. And again, thank you for coming.